Hi everyone. Hello, welcome to this week's tarot report. I need some water. I'll just wait for some people to jump on before I get started. Hope to see you. Hope to see everyone. Yeah, so I've got a pretty exciting offer to share with everyone, and I'll be launching that over the next 24 hours. So you'll see it, for the next week, you'll see it come up. Hi, whoever's joined. Hello, Donna. Good to see you. Hello. Hi, whoever's popped in. I've got 3 people on, whoever you are. Katrina, hello. Oh, you've had a rough week, haven't you? I'm sending you all the love. I hope you're feeling a bit better. Got some really exciting news, actually. I can't wait to share it with you girls. I'll just wait for a few more people to jump on before I share it. Hi, Tyler. Lovely to see you. It's good to see you. You'll be the first to hear. Hi, Shannon. My Saturday night buddy. Hello. It's good to see you. Hi, Carlina. Lovely to see you as well. Hi, everyone. So good to see everyone. I'm feeling a bit carved out. I cooked goulash for my kid, and I couldn't stop eating the bread and butter, dipping it into the goulash. That was yummy. Couldn't stop. So heavy carbs, like lashings of butter. It was just so good. Oh, it was just so yummy. So yeah, feeling a bit heavy, carved out. I have to go back on my diet now. Tomorrow, I was saying to myself, start again, just because the goulash is finished now. Yeah, it's not beef goulash. It's with Polish sausage, because my daughter doesn't like beef, so I put Polish sausage in there, and it's sort of the ham flavor, from the the fat from the Polish sausage goes into the sauce and stuff, and it's got like cabbage in there and sweet potato and just the tomato and garlic and onion and paprika. It's just bloody so delicious. So yummy. So it's the one that my dad used to make. My mum used to make it as well, but my dad actually used to make all the Hungarian food for us. He loved it. He loved making it. Chicken paprika as well. I haven't made that for my daughter yet. I might make it one time for her. I just don't like the chicken paprika, but she'll like it because it's with pasta. I don't like pasta, but I'll make it for her. She's had the stuffed cabbage. We didn't like the stuffed cabbage. Well, I didn't like the stuffed cabbage. I forgot what, or maybe I just didn't make it as good as my mum. It just didn't taste the same. I don't know. It just didn't taste as good. But as you know, with Hungarian food, especially with goulash and like the chicken paprika and all of those ones, you've got to leave it for a day or so, and then it gets better. It's tastier when you leave it for a day. So, yeah, you can have the recipe. It's ridiculously easy, Donna. It's so easy. I'll post it later. It's really easy. Oh, so hello, Sandy. Hello, Sarah. Good to see you. Hi, Rhiannon. Everyone, hello. I'm so pleased that you're here. If you're feeling really generous, it would be amazing if you could do a share. I would really, really appreciate that, or tag some of your friends in. That would be amazing as well. So I've got some housekeeping to do first before we start tonight's live. Yes, you could make it into a vegetarian version. The reason why it tastes so good, Donna, because, I used to be veg. I'm not veg at the moment, but just my hair started falling out and stuff. But anyway, Donna, it's the pork that gives the sauce the flavour. It does. The fat from the meat really flavours the sauce. That's what makes it so delish. But, you could do a vegetarian version and, probably, you'd have to, vegetable stock, salt it up a bit, just wouldn't be as tasty. It's definitely like the Polish sausage. It just makes it just delish. It's like putting, one of those ham hock things in a soup, and the flavor's just out of this world. Oh, you don't eat pork? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know then. Well, you could still be tasty, just won't be the same. That's all. Alicia, hello, good to see you. So Caroline, hello, nice to see you. I'm so happy everyone's here. I can't wait for today's report. Hey, I'm keen. Who's keen? I'm super keen. So, but before we start, I've got some really well, first of all, I've got my 9-month tarot course launching now. So that's open. Doors are open for that. And yes, it's 9 months intensive. Let me give you a brief rundown of how that looks, what it's going to look like. So it's you, me, and a small group of women. So I take no more than 8. Usually, the number that usually sort of seems to be the magic number is 6. And we meet every week for 9 months, exploring the myths of the Mythic Tarot, as well as tarot psychology, as well as you learning psychotherapeutic applications, techniques. So you have group therapy every week with me and the small group of women. It's a life-changing program. It's really intense. You're going to learn how to set up your own private practice doing tarot therapy. So moving away from fortune telling into the art of psychotherapy and tarot therapy. And it's such an amazing course. I'm so proud of it. You have a membership. It's called Member Vault. You'll have a membership portal you can go into, and all the content gets stored in there, and it's yours for life. It's your content for life. You get to keep it, along with all the videos that we do every week in our training. You get to keep the whole lot. So the training is yours forever. It's not like you just turn up and do a course and then you walk away with just a file. You get the whole content, the whole lot. It's yours. So I want you to succeed. There's a reason why I do that, because I want success for you. So in the course, there's 2 components, 2 extra free self-study packs that you're going to get. You'll get the Soul Work business coaching package. It's a sales and marketing package and branding package to teach you how to brand your business and to do soulful business marketing and a strategy, which of course you're going to get that from me in the course anyway. I'm going to guide you with your own business to help you set up. So you're going to have me talking about that whenever you want in the course. I'll guide you through, do some business coaching with you throughout the course as well. And also there's like 10 modules from my Psychic Circle, which is my it was a live membership circle where I teach teach you all about the archetypes of all the different goddesses and practical magic and witchery, and how to use the energetics in your business, magic and witchery and intention and manifestation. So you've got 9 modules of that as well for free. So that's valued at least over $1,200 just for that. So you've got that on top of the course. So it is an amazing course. If you'd like to know more, message me. I'm happy to talk to you about it. Yes. Oh, thanks, ladies. All these ladies are saying it's so worth it. These are all my graduates, all the graduates. So yeah, I miss the Psychic Circle as well. I just had to my time is just a bit, I'm strapped for time at the moment. So I just didn't open it again, Katrina, because I just can't manage the time. I've got no time on my hands. It's too squashy. Don't have any time on my calendar. I'm burning the candle at both ends, everyone. I was exhausted. I had to have a nap this afternoon, did a meditation, and I just fell asleep, caught myself snoring, woke myself up. Anyway, yeah, so the course is amazing. So I'll put the link in here so you can have a look at it. There's so much more that you'll get from this course. It's not just learning to be a tarot therapist. It's life-changing. It's a life-changing course. You are going to grow exponentially through this course. Yeah, and okay, dun, 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 dun. Right, the best news, exciting news, really exciting news. I'm going to put the Calendly link in here now. This is super, super exciting, everyone. Legit. I'm thrilled. I'm excited about it. Okay, so let me copy the link. Let me share the link with you. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so good. Okay, I've got a free masterclass, a journey with the trumps. I'm going to teach you the psychology of the trumps, of the trump cards, the 22 major cards. I'm going to take you on a journey. You're going to learn how to do predictive tarot, how to get the predictions accurate instead of pulling shit out of thin air, how to use the Mythic Tarot and the trumps accurately. It's a free masterclass. The link is there. You need to book in. Don't private message me asking me, can I have the link? The link is there. You have to sign up for it. So once you've signed up for that class, don't stress. If you cannot make the event, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm going to send you a recording, and that recording will be available for 48 hours, but then it disappears. So you need to watch it. You got to make sure you make time to watch it. As I said, it's free. It'll be fabulous. You'll love it. You will love it. That particular masterclass, that particular training material excites my clients. Every time I do that, they get super excited and they can't wait. Yes, B, it's a component from my 9-month tarot course. It's a small little taster of that, so you can see the gold that you're going to get. Some of the gold, not the whole lot. It's just a tiny little taster. So I would encourage you, if you love tarot and you're a tarot enthusiast and you want to move from novice to practitioner, this is a fabulous little masterclass to give you the confidence to start doing readings with the trumps. So there it is. The link is there, and definitely sign up. It's free. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you sign up? It'll be amazing. So my phone's buzzing. What's going on there? YouTube's buzzing. Okay, so that's there waiting for you. Can't wait for you to sign up and join me on that. Yeah, and so whilst I shuffle the cards just a little bit more, I will tell you a little bit more about my 9-month course. Of course, you're going to learn not just tarot psychology, but Jungian psychology. You're going to learn about dream therapy, Ullman method, which no one teaches. You're going to learn about counselling 101, how to do basic counselling. You're also going to learn somatic experiencing, and you're going to learn about, there's just so much. There's so much in the course. It's so rich with content. If you love tarot, I encourage you to have a look at it and think, I've created a thriving business from tarot, and I get readings, people booking in every day. Every day someone books in for a reading. But, of course, I've been showing up visibly, showing up online, selling all the time. And you have to do that. Hey, when you start a business, when you first start out, you have to make yourself visible, make it known to people that that's what you're doing. Excellent, Donna. You're going to love it. You'll love it. Oh, Tanya, you signed up too. Excellent. You'll love it. You'll all enjoy it. It's so fabulous. Should say this, and for the people that sign up, if you attend, there's a special there. So if you're keen on tarot, I would there's going to be a little bonus gift for those who sign up. So be wise. If you love tarot and you want to do tarot with me, I encourage you to sign up to it, because there's a little bonus gift. Okay. Oh, I really want to do the reads now. So let's do that. Hello to everyone who's joined. If you're feeling like you'd like to share this, that would be so fabulous. Let's do this week's read, shall we? I'm going to pick 3 cards for this week. Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, first card. So I don't know what cards. I picked them randomly, and I've just turned this one over. This is the card that we've got for this week. First card that we've got is the 4 of Pentacles. Now, the earth element represents our resources, time, energy, money, our resources, love, our body, our health. And in the 4 of Pentacles, we're being called to release, maybe I'll put it this way. Stop being miserly. Stop being tight on yourself. Release what no longer serves you. Invest to grow yourself. If it's not by mistake this card comes up. If there's a course that you're interested in, invest in it. Don't be tight on yourself. Your dream, your purpose in this lifetime is to become an expert of doing what you love, whatever that might be. And it does require an investment, not just a financial investment, but emotional, mental, spiritual, physical. You've got to give yourself to it. And if you want to grow, then you need to invest to up level. So in the story, let me tell you the story about this guy here. So his name is Dadlius, and that's his nephew. And Dadlius was training his nephew, whose nephew was an apprentice. And he started to know, hi, Sharon, lovely to see you. he started to notice that his nephew had these really amazing skills and even potentially surpassing his skills in the metal crafts. And oh, thanks, Maureen. I loved working with you. It was amazing. It was amazing working with you. Loved it. Loved your energy. I'm so glad you're here, by the way. Hello. Back to the cards. So yeah, so basically Dadlius he is training his nephew. He starts to see that his nephew has this gift, and in fact that he's even better than him at the metalwork. So he starts to become tight. He doesn't want to share. He doesn't want to give away too much. He's holding on to his resources in fear that he's going to lose what he's built. But the message of this card is that it's time for him to challenge himself and to grow. It's time for him to let go and upskill. Or it would be, maybe investing in a course, or maybe investing in a business coach, or maybe it's time to start a new job. Maybe it's time to start looking at a new role, a new career, perhaps. Maybe it is about letting go of the house that you're in that's just too small for everyone, and by holding on, so that there's no room for people to grow in this house. So this card is about the ways in which we might be scared. We're holding on to our resources in scarcity mindset, that kind of mindset of I'm not enough, I don't have enough, I'm not good enough. And so we try and hold on to what we've got in this kind of desperate attempt to not lose anything. But we might say, with this card, to risk nothing is to have nothing. So if you don't take a risk, and if you don't upskill yourself or up-level yourself, you are likely to miss out on some incredible opportunities. And whatever you're holding on to is likely to be pulled out from underneath you anyway. It's like we've all been in that kind of position before, when you've had a job, say, and you don't like it, and you stay in there for way too long until it gets to the point where it's so hairy that there ends up being conflict, or you end up getting bullied, and then you're kind of forced out of the role anyway. It's that kind of stuff. Life will do it for you if you don't do it yourself. So whatever it is that you're holding on to that you've outgrown, allow yourself to let it go and invest your time, your energy, your money, your resources into growing yourself and taking yourself to the next level. It's worth it. You're worth it, and you won't regret it. And what I've learned about money as well, like I don't know about you guys, but my hair's feeling weird, and this mirror image thing is like, I can't work out what's going on. When I get bills, for example, I just pay them as soon as I get them. As soon as possible, I just pay them, because the sooner you put your money out there, the sooner you give, you get back. And there is that constant exchange with the universe. To receive, you've got to give. To give, you receive. And it's this flow. There's always an exchange. It's just the nature of the universe. So whatever you invest in, know that it's going to come back. It will come back to you in one way, shape, or form. So trust. Let yourself, give to yourself. You're worth it. Don't be tight on yourself. You're worth investing in. Go all in. Go all in on yourself. Okay. Oh, big card. Big card. You ready, everyone? Hi, Trudy. Are you ready? Here we go. We've got the Tower card. So in astrology, we might think of this as the planet Uranus. Uranus, the divine rebel, breaking down structures. This is the card of outgrowing, the outgrowth of what no longer serves you. Yes, Katrina, I knew this would be for you. You are outgrowing these psychological structures, these masks. The persona that you've been wearing is no longer a fit. Now, we all have a persona. Let me explain what that is for some of you who don't know what that is. A persona is the performance of identity. The way in which we perform identity, it becomes an interface between ourself and the reality that we exist in, because no one can really see our inner self. We perform our personality, we perform our identity, and we wear masks. So tonight, for example, I've got the tarot therapist reader mask on. So we all have these masks that we wear. So this card is about removing some of these masks that are no longer a fit, that no longer serving you. So sometimes, You know, it can be titles or credentials or labels that we've given ourselves that might be reducing you or holding you back or keeping you stuck or keeping you trapped. Sometimes I say to my business clients, my business coaching clients, that, you know, it's best to just use your name as your business name rather than calling it something, because then it gives you more freedom to evolve and to move, and you don't have to change all your branding all over again, because you are the brand, and you get to evolve and shift, and it's just, I think it's a very wise move when you move into business. But you know, everyone's different. Nonetheless, so this is the card of, yes, it does sound like freedom. That's right, Diane. This is the card of liberation. So Uranus is a liberator. He's breaking down structures that no longer serve us. Sometimes I call this card the Tower of Bullshit. The tower is falling. So any sort of limitations that we might be placing on ourselves, or any illusions that we've been projecting into our life, or any lies that we've been living, the tower starts to fall, it starts to crumble, and we can't maintain this false reality any longer. So maybe we can think about it in the context of the conditions that we were born into, and the layering of conditioning that we've had, and we're pulling that away to find our true nature, to find ourselves. Sometimes this card is a bit like, you know, God plays his hand, or the universe pulls the rug out from underneath us, and we're faced with a reality that we didn't want to look at, and then we're forced to change. You know, lightning strikes, shocking events, things that we hadn't anticipated. And, you know, it's not all bad, because ultimately this card is a liberator. It is liberating us from whatever has been holding us back from being in our true nature, or to being in the truth of our being, to build strong foundations from a much more authentic a much more authentic, real place within, and also externally. So yes, this is an intense card for sure. There's a lot that I could say about this card, but maybe I want to remind you that from my perspective, and I use a lot of narrative therapy in the 9-month course, we talk about this, that identity isn't fixed, that we have multiple versions of who we are. And this is the good news. This is good news, because it means that we can change and we can evolve. And yeah, so just remain open to this idea that you're not stuck or trapped in being one way. And it might require you to face conflict. You know, you look at the card, right? It might require you to face some conflict and say the things that need to be said to finally liberate you, to free you from the situation that you might find yourself in. Yeah, it's a powerful card. I could riff on that for a good hour. Easy. So, oh gosh, everyone. So great, these cards. Well, I don't know. Yes, I don't know. I'm just looking at the third card. We've got some fuckery upon us, everyone. Oh, you found your voice. Well done, Katrina. Well done. Yes, speaking your truth, hey? Well, so we've got the Lover's card now. Okay, so don't be misguided by this card. Often when people see this card, they think, oh, you know, love of my life is going to stroll on in and everything's going to be sorted out, and I'm going to have all those childhood unmet needs met, and he or she's going to be the perfect twin flame, soulmate. Not so. So this is the card of conflict in relationship, and having to face those conflicts and needing to make a decision in regards to relationship. So, you know, often, you know, we attract people in our lives just by virtue of our conditioning. We tolerate certain behaviors from people unconsciously. We don't even realize we're doing it. And it is an opportunity. If you can become conscious of that, it is an opportunity for you to clear, or for you to respond differently, or respond differently to the situation, if you can become conscious of your own patterns. So our relationships, you know, are amazing for that. You know, it is easier being on your own, I think, than being in I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Easier being on your own than being in a relationship, because a relationship will call you, you know, to look at yourself and you know, to you know, also meet the needs of somebody that you're in relationship with, and vice versa. And if you're not having your needs met, it's, you know, potentially going to create some conflict, hey? So this card, it is about learning about ourselves through the conflict of relationship, or the ways in which we might be projecting what we want onto the other, and the other is just not that. They're not behaving that. They aren't that. That's not who they are. It can represent dysfunctional relationships, you know, in short. But ultimately, this card is about a choice. It's a choice that needs to be made. It's a choice that needs to be made about your future. You know, are you looking for something short term? Are you looking for something long term? So we are relational beings, meaning that we are in relationship not just with people, you know, with the computer, with the, you know, with the planet, with my cards right now, with children, with pets, with books, with training material. We're relational beings. So this card does represent relationship, but it doesn't have to be lovers. It could be around friendship. It could be around family. It could be around work. The question you want to ask yourself is this, you know, really, what am I learning from this current relationship, and what do I want long term? Like, really, what do you want long term? Yes, it's easy to get caught up in the lusty, you know, material excitement of something short term and the shiny object, but is it going to sustain you? And is it an unmet need? Is it some, you know, unconscious pattern, habitual pattern of behavior that you're playing out that you need to heal and resolve within yourself? So that you can move forward and move beyond, you know, this kind of short-term, the conflict of the relationship, into something more sustainable. Do you feel attacked, Tyler? Do you? So do I. So do I, actually, because this doesn't look good for the Brazilian, does it? Yeah, that's a joke, by the way. That's a joke. Yeah. So we've got some big cards. You know, I think relationships, there's such, you know, we've all heard of trauma bonding, right? It sort of gets thrown around a lot. And yeah, you know, volatile relationships where you keep playing out your childhood traumas on your partner is not, you know, it's an opportunity for yourself to look at where you might be, what unmet needs you're trying to have met through your partner. What parts of yourself are you disowning? You know, what part of you are you disowning in your own life? What are you not fully claiming within yourself? Where are you not fully standing in your power? Where are you not fully showing up for yourself? You know, whatever's going on in the relationship will give you a clue. The conflict will give you a clue in terms of what unmet need you're trying to have met by your partner that you need to meet for yourself, if that makes sense. So, in short, this card, you know, the question is a choice needs to be made. What are you going to do? Ask yourself, you know, is it long term or short term? What do you want? What do you really want? And get clear on that. And that should make the choice a bit easier for you. Maybe a bit easier for you. Okay. Oh, these are pretty big cards, hey? What a week. Yes. So let's start. Four of Pentacles. This is about you know, using your resources, investing your resources, your time, your energy, your money into the things that are going to grow you. Don't be tight on yourself. Go all in on yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in what you want, so that you can, you know, move away from this scarcity mindset and open your mind and your heart to the possibility that you are worthy of having a life you long to lead, having your dreams met, you know, doing the things having your dream occupation, having the dream house, doing the course. You know, you can invest. You're worth it, and you won't regret it. It will grow you. If you don't invest and you stay where you are, you're at risk of the tower's going to fall anyway. So you may as well invest. You may as well go all in and do the thing. Just do the thing. Rip the mask off and just be real with yourself about what you actually want. It's time. Yes, this is the card of conflict. Yes, this is about removing the masks, for sure. Yes, this is about being true to who you are, and it will require you to drop this tower of bullshit, this tower to fall. Sometimes it happens outside of your control, where you are faced with the truth, whether you like it or not, and you've got no other option but to move through the change and the transformation. Did the tower fall, Diane? Oh, that's not good. You can always message me and book in for a session. Let's have a reading when you're ready, if you feel called. And then, yes, of course, we've got this card, the Lovers, which is about choices, long-term or short-term, like being aware of our, habitual, the conditions that we were born into, and how that might be playing out in our relationship, how we might be playing out this repressed material, projecting our stuff in our relationships. What are we not fully owning in ourselves? What do we fully, where do we need to stand in our own power? What are we learning from these relationships? And yes, and about making decisions around, ideally from a mature perspective. If you think of this card like it's the card of the adolescent, right? So if you think of it like a teenager, we're all, when I was at school, I wasn't that interested in his personality. I just took for granted he was just going to be okay. It was how hot he is. I was just looking at how good looking he might be. And, it's not a great way to choose relationships, based on lust, based on looks. It's not the big, it's a 360, as somebody said to me the other day. It's a 360. So you want to be, you want, and this is not just, in terms of lovers. We're talking about this. This can be relational in any context, friendships, work, career, lovers, of course, as well, business. Go for the long term. Open your mind and your heart to the long term. That's what I'm encouraging you to do. And the short, the shiny object, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Okay. That was tonight's read. Now I'll do a few card reads before I go. Hey, let's do some cards. So if you've got a question for me, please pop it in the comments section. Would love to read for you. Oh, look at, we've got a weirdo. He said, Marina, I click the like button when you show your feet. I have to get rid of that. Goodbye. Block user. I've got this thing about, I never, now don't be offended, anyone, okay? Try not to be offended. Try not to be offended. I've got this thing where nobody sends me dick pics ever. I never get them. Ever. But I got one the other week. But I know I always attract the weirdos, I know. But I got one. That's the Lovers card, Sharon. That's the Lovers card. That was me asserting my power. What have I learned? Delete, block, get rid of them. Anyway, I got one. I got one a couple of weeks ago, and it was it was a porcelain one. It wasn't a real one. It was just a porcelain one. What's that? What was that? What was that? And then I got another one last week. It was an X-ray. He was showing me an X-ray of his legs. And then when he sent it over, the only thing I could look at, he had a big dick. It was a big penis. It was huge. I wasn't even looking at his legs. The straight thing I went to was his penis. It was massive. He was hung. He was hung like a donkey. I know. But again, my point is it was an X-ray. It still wasn't a full Bifta picture. So I still haven't had one yet. Close up. Close, it was an X-ray. I reckon I'll be, like, if it ever happens, I reckon I'll be really disturbed. It's just an ongoing joke that I have about me never getting dick pics. But I've had two now, but they're not real ones. Or I suppose the second one was closer to being a real one. Yeah, I said to him when the picture, the X-ray came through the building, he said, "Is that your penis? Is that your penis? I'm sorry, I can't see anything else but that." Yeah. Anyway. Oh, I'm sure I'm not missing out, Donna. It's just a running joke. I have. Yeah, third time lucky, Sharon. That's the hope, right? Third time lucky. Whoever's watching, I dare you. No, I don't, Tanya. I don't really want one. It's just a joke. I'm joking. I don't know. I don't actually want one. There was one guy that said, I met him on anyway, I won't tell you where I met him anyway. And we'd been messaging for a while, and then he thought it was just, I would like it. I just said, please do not. I begged him, don't send me anything, because if you send it to me, I will never talk to you again. I just don't think it's, no, I didn't. So I'm joking. Yeah, they're always so proud. Yes, they are. They are. Anyway, it's time to do some readings, hey, instead of talking about willies. So Carolyn said, I had one set once that was so big that I think it would break. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, we had a discussion about that on Saturday night. Anyway, I better keep this is getting X-rated, hey? Better keep it. I better keep it. Soft porn. It's turning into soft porn. Yeah. Oh, Donna, I wouldn't. I just delete it. I would just delete block. Just delete block, because they want the attention. They want you to get all excited about it. Yeah, PG. Yeah, we got to keep it PG, Katrina. Hey, I need to do some readings. I'm not doing any. Who wants a reading? Who'd like a reading? Yes, B. Hello, B. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, it's been a while. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, I'd like to read for you. Let's do a reading. Oh, okay, B. So the first card that I've got for you is a major card. And this major card represents making sacrifices, having to make sacrifices for the greater good. Sometimes I think of this card like the card, you're sort of having to make mature decisions. I'm not suggesting that you're immature, but life does require us sometimes, hey, to make decisions that we know is going to affect not just yourself, but others. And it is the card of having to make some bigger decisions that will be life-changing, life-altering, not just for you, but for other people involved. So this is the card of being on the precipice of life and death. So the next card that comes after this is the death card. So it's like you're on the precipice of going through this deep transformation or a transformational time. So if we think of this card as being like you're conscious of the decision that you have to make, and then you go unconscious again, and then you go conscious of the decision that you know you have to make, the thing that you've got to do, and then you go unconscious again. So maybe you can think of this card as a bit like being sort of in suspension. You're kind of in this suspension right now, sort of like, hanging there, doing not really fully showing up, making the big decision that needs to be made. Hi, Louisa. Good to see you. It's been so long since I've seen you too. Oh, yes, I'll read for you as well. So, yeah, so this is about having to make not necessarily making a choice, but having to make some of those bigger decisions that you might be, holding back on. You've got the card here of the King of Wands, which suggests to me that it is about, I think you're going to have to step into your masculine and also to think bigger than what you already are, and make a decision, make the call, he's in the sign of Aries, and so Aries are very spontaneous. Their cardinal signs are there. There's a lot of, they're initiators. They initiate things. You're going to have to initiate it. You're going to have to be the one. And to think bigger than what you already are. Like, it's not necessarily egotistical, but he is a bit selfish. So it's like you're going to have to think about yourself too. It's not about being a martyr. This is about you looking after yourself. Oh, you're an Aries. Oh, one of my best friends is an Aries. I love Aries people for sure. We all have one of the sign. We all have the whole zodiac in our charts, actually, somewhere in the chart. My Aries is in, I think it rules my 11th house, which is the house of social media and stuff. Anyway, yes. So, okay, that was your reading, B. I hope that was helpful. Hi, Lauren. Nice to meet you. Have we met before? I'm not sure, but I'm glad that you're here, and I'm happy that you're here. So, yes, nice to meet you, Lauren. Yes, I will read for you. Hi. So let's pick some cards. If you've got a question, please ask a question. Questions are better, obviously. It gives me some guidance. And, Alicia, I know you're having a rough time, aren't you? It hasn't been easy for you this year. 2022 has been really challenging for you. You've had to really step into your power, and it has you've been had to find your core strength, hey, to move through some of the challenges that you've been through. It's been rough. I know it's been rough for you. Yeah. Hi, Eden. Good to see you. Oh, so many great people I haven't seen for ages have jumped on. I'm just going to quickly put a link in here for you, just for that people that might have just jumped on. I've got a free tarot event. It's a masterclass, a Trump's masterclass, where I'm going to teach you how to do predictive tarot and to do it accurately, to do it properly and accurately. I'm going to take you on the psychological journey of the Trumps, the 22 Trump cards. Everybody loves that journey in my tarot training, my 9-month training. It's a snippet from my 9-month training, and it excites my students when they see that. So I'll just pop that in here for you now. There you go. There's the masterclass. So sign up. It's free. If you can't make it, don't worry. It's going to be recorded, and then it will be sent to your inbox. But you'll only have access for it for 48 hours. So as soon as, watch it as soon as you can. Then it just disappears. So if you do sign up and you want to do some extra work with me, there's going to be a bonus in there. So, I encourage you to jump in for sure. So look, Lauren, my question is about a man. What's the question about the man? People he's from the past, is he? Okay. Oh, no, not Donna. Sorry, Lauren. Your question is about a man. Okay. What is your question? What would you like? What's your intention about that? Would you just like me to pick some random cards? I'm just going to pick random cards for you. Oh, if you should pursue him. Oh, okay, that's direct. Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Oops. Excuse me. Well, I'll show you what cards we've got. We've got these 2 cards. I think we'll start with this card. So, look, I think if you don't, you're not going to know. And if you do, you might not like what you get. But you're sort of damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So, I don't think there's anything wrong with pursuing as long as he's reciprocating. Hey, you need him to reciprocate. You don't want to be doing all the leading. But this card tells me that there's some conflict inside of you around this, and you're too scared to make a move. And the message with this card is you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So you may as well just do the thing. You may as well just do it, because if you don't do it, then you're not going to know. And then you'll be upset. You'll be with regret about not knowing. So I think that this relationship has a gift for you. There's an offering there. There's something there for you that's worthwhile pursuing, whatever it is. I don't know exactly what it is, but whatever it is, it's worthwhile pursuing. I think you'll be given some kind of gift or opportunity, or something comes from this that gives you, that opens you up to an opportunity that you wouldn't previously have seen had you not pursued this relationship. So I'm not telling you should do it. I'm just saying this is the possible outcome if you do decide to do that. And yeah, so that's your message. Okay. Sending you all the love, Lauren. I'm so glad that you popped on tonight. Thank you. Okay, I was going to read for hello, Al Featherstone. Nice to see you. Tanya. Hi, Tanya. I'm going to keep popping your question in, okay, because it'll scroll through and then I miss people. So just, yes, I'll check it. I'll check out for you as well, Donna, for sure. Hi, Tanya. All right, let's see. Will I stay where I am for another few years or move sooner? Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see what insights the cards have to say. Those of you who know me might know that I do predictive astrology as well. And I can look at your transits and I can look at your solar return chart, which will give me clues and lots of insights around what will be unfolding for you over the next 12 months, Tanya, if you do decide to jump in on any of my offers that I've got. It's worth pursuing. A lot of people have got so much benefit from doing the solar return and transits. Okay, now let's pick this card for you. Can you tell me if I'm going to move house next year? Do I stay where I am for a few years or move sooner? Oh, okay. So these are interesting cards. That's very curious. So the first card I want to look at is this one for you. So this tells me that there is movement, but I feel like this is more about a holiday or having some kind of like going on a break, or if you're going to move somewhere and you're thinking about moving out of the country or to another location that's like quite a distance from where you currently are. This card suggests that you need to go there and have a break, or go and have a holiday or go and explore. But it does definitely suggest that you need a break and you need some space. So if we're reading this card in the context of moving, I would read it in the sense that you actually need some space first before you make any big decisions. Before you make any big decisions about moving, going on this trip or going to explore this location, spending some time there before you make any big decisions about moving. And the card that you've also got here is the card of the second career. So I don't know if you're in business, Tanya. I've never really sort of looked at your profile. I don't know, but this card does suggest that you are in the pursuit of a second career, or you've just started your second career, or you're looking at starting a second career. Oh, you're going to NZ. So that needs to happen first, Tanya. That needs to happen first. And if you are thinking about, I don't know, are you thinking about moving to New Zealand? Is that where you're feeling like you want to go to move? Oh, you're an independent support worker. Okay. Yeah, well, this card suggests that this is the the potential for second career. So if you've been thinking about doing something new, this is your confirmation around doing that. This is your confirmation. This is the yes card to go ahead and do something new. If you're new at the independent support worker role, this suggests to me that this is a long-term role, something that you would want to pursue long-term, as in you found your thing, you found your career. But if it's not, and you've been thinking about doing something new, this is confirmation about, taking the risk and doing something that you haven't done before. You've never been there. Okay. Yeah, well, this is definitely, as I said, this is the card of travel or having the break or going on some kind of holiday. I get the sense that making any big decisions right now around house moves needs to happen after you've done this, and the focus needs to be on this second career, whatever this second career is to focus your attention on that. Okay, so now I'm going to focus on there's so many. Donna. Okay, Donna, please don't hang about, everyone. If you're feeling generous, a share would be amazing. That would be fabulous. And I'd be grateful if you gave me a share. That would be amazing. Don't run away, because I'm going to be here for a little while. What is the time? Okay, that's good. I've still got some time. Got a few messages from the mums. I've been babysitting today and tonight. I'm trying to do work and babysit at the same time. Juggling things around, as you do. Yeah. All right. So, Donna, I want to know about a guy I recently met. Is he interested in me, or should I move on? Well, just going to say this. I haven't looked at the cards. I haven't looked at the cards. But look, I think, you know when a guy's interested in you. Do you know how you know? Because they want to talk to you. They'll be messaging you. They'll be making the effort to be in contact with you. They'll organise dates with you. They won't mess around. There won't be sort of this kind of vague communication. Generally, if someone's interested in you, they'll make it clear. And, you won't miss it. You'll know that they're interested in you because they're making the effort to connect in with you. That doesn't mean that has to happen every moment of the day, of course. But if you've got this regular contact and he's leading a bit, it's a pretty good sign that he's interested. If he's not leading, I'd be very dubious. This is somebody who's not really emotionally available, I think. There's something going on, whatever it is. It might not be about you. It could be just the fact that he's just not willing or ready really to get involved in a relationship. This is going to sound, well, what I've noticed, I was going to say this is going to sound bad, but what I've noticed, especially with like, you know, divorced men with kids and stuff, their exes tend to have them by the balls. You know, so they're like got this, they're trying to manage the kids, and their exes are, you know, they're working, and they just don't have like a lot of the free time that a single guy has as well. So you sort of got to be careful of that too, hey? Legit, you know. I wouldn't want to be with somebody whose ex has got him by the balls, and then I've got to run my life around her and her timetable as well. Fuck that. No thanks, hey? No thanks. Just being honest. Just being honest, everyone. Honesty is the best way, right? It's being real. But yeah, all right. Let's see what cards we've got for you, Donna. That's my wisdom for the night. Marina's psycho-social tarot reading. No kids. Yeah. Okay. Let me pick some cards for you. Yeah, I guess if he's very burnt, Donna, and he's not willing to open up, then it's not you with the issue. That, you know, maybe it's, oh, okay. So, okay. So the card, let me show you the two cards that we've got. Now, you've done my tarot course, so you've got a bit of an idea of what these cards mean, Donna. You have some understanding of what this means. Let's go to this card. So, you know, I suspect that there might be a bit of competition, hey? There might be somebody else there, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. I would just rise above that and stay in your power and just be you. Just be you. Just be yourself. And yes, it might require you to you know, make a bit more effort than what you would normally do with someone, maybe, if you're willing to do that, if you're open to that. But more, you know, more so, I would say this card is about you sort of stepping up into your highest version of you, and not sort of playing at the level of the fuckery of the games and stuff. Like, step up. And sometimes, you know, I think, you know, we might find in relationships it kind of oscillate. We sort of oscillate between, you know, leading and then, you know, doming and subbing and doming and subbing, something like that. You know, it kind of happens in relationship. And sometimes we have to lead, you know. Sometimes if you like someone, you've just got to tell them. Don't play game. I think don't play games around it. Just be real about it. And if you're into someone, then you just, you know, you might be the one. Look, you've got the 10 of Cups here, so it does suggest that there is something really, you know, possible from this. You know, there is a commitment there if you want it, but it's going to require you to sort of battle your own fears as well around this relationship too. I think it is worth pursuing. I think it will be. It will, you know, there's obviously something there, but you know, you might be dealing with somebody else, might be sort of taking his attention at the moment, whoever that is, whatever that is. It might not be another person. It could be, you know, his work or his career or something like that. But yeah, you're going to have to rise above that. This is a good omen, hey? This is a good omen. And really, I would sort of maybe think about this card as maybe being a bit more conscious of the way in which you might be triggered by his behaviours, and maybe changing your response to what he does, to, you know, that may enable the relationship to go a little bit deeper than what it already has, rather than sort of personalizing what he's doing, because, you know, it's obviously it'll be about him. Does that make sense, Donna? That's good. Oh, I'm glad. Okay. All right. So next person is Al Featherstone, just a general reading. Hi, Al. Nice to meet you. Is it Allie or is it Al? Allison? Don't know. Oh, yeah, okay. And, yeah. So, Al, let's see. Alex. Hello, Alex. Let's pick some cards for you. Okay, so, and whilst I'm here, I'm just going to put a link in for my 9-month tarot training and mentoring. It is an incredible course. You don't have to do this just to become a tarot therapist. You can do it for absolutely personal reasons and just go on the journey just for your own personal journey. It is a 9-month therapeutic container. So we get together via Zoom every week to do our own personal therapy with the tarot. So I incorporate psychotherapy and tarot together. We look at all of sort of the repressed material, unconscious material, all of your stuff based on the myths of the cards, the psychology of the cards. And it's just a really fabulous course. So if you wanted to do this course just for yourself, just for your own self, it'll be incredible. It is like your own amazing personal development program that is going to transform you and change you exponentially. How can it not when you spend nine months of weekly therapy with me and a group of incredible women and small group of women? It's an intimate container. I don't have a large group in there because I can't manage a large group with the depth of work that we do. It's too hard you can't reach people in that way when you've got a large group. It just doesn't work. So yeah, it's specifically designed as an intimate space where we can do the personal work together. It's amazing. I would, if you would love to work with me, and to learn the tarot as well. I mean, it's a great course. All right, Alex, this is for you. Oh, okay. So Alex, you're being called to put some plans in place. So when this card comes up, it's a transitionary card. It's about grounding the ideas that you have, the creative idea that you have. And it could be even a business idea, whatever it is. It's a project, a creative project that you've been talking about or wanting to work on. This is about grounding it, putting some plans in place, working on the next step, getting the next step clear and getting it moving on this. It's a transitionary card. It's not just about writing it down on paper. It's about getting some direction around where you need to go next, so you can put it into action. It's about putting plans in place so that you can take aligned action, the kind of action that's going to make the shifts, that's going to make the changes that you need to make this happen. Now, if you do decide to do that, you will get what you want. This is the promise, that you will get what you want, but you're going to have to put a plan in place to make it happen. This is confirmation that you get what you want. You get the recognition. You get it. You get whatever it is. You land it. The golden fleece. It's in your hands, but it doesn't happen without some work. So if the plan without some help is my point, and work. So it might mean that you need to get some coaches or mentors or training or something in place, some help, therapist or something in place to help you, to support you to get to this point. And so maybe some of that planning needs to involve, what help are you going to hire to get you here, to get you to this point? This is the promise that will happen. Put the plan in place and take aligned action. That's your message. Okay. Maureen, where are you? Hi, Maureen. Good to see you. Hi. I'm happy that you're here. Going through a bit of limbo. Can't read my guy. Okay. Yes. Well, Chiron, hey? Old mate Chiron. So we know that there are changes in that area. We know that there are going to be changes in that area over the next few years. So I'm going to pick some cards for you. So let's see what cards come out for you. Okay. So yes, this is the card of confusion. This is a confirming card, basically. You're in the process of a transition. You yourself are in the process of a transition. So, things aren't going to make the same sense to you that they used to. Things aren't going to seem to fit like they used to. This is the card of like being a caterpillar in the chrysalis, where you're going through this kind of like divinely intelligent process. You're going through change, and you've got to be patient with yourself around this, and that things will seem a bit unclear. It is like an anxiety-provoking card. It's like being in the waiting room of the doctor's surgery or the waiting room of the emergency department, and you just don't know when your name's going to be called. You're sort of waiting there, waiting to hear. And so this is that card of sort of sitting in the waiting room, and it is a bit frustrating, and it is anxiety provoking, and it does sort of trigger any sort of shadows that we have within us, or any fears that we have within us will start to sort of come out. We think of like people romanticize the moon. It's the moon card. People romanticize the moon, hey? And when we think of the moon at night time, it casts a shadow. The light, the reflection of the moon, it's casting shadows, and it's casting your reflection. He's reflecting back to you your own like indecision and your own lack of clarity around what you want now. It's really a reflection of that. So if we think of the moon as reflecting back to us, and when the moon can reflect. I'm thinking now, like at night time when it's a full moon, and like trees can look like monsters and stuff, can look shadowy and dark and a bit scary and a bit witchy. And this is about being at a crossroads for sure, Maureen. It is about being at the crossroads and a transition, not just a transition in the context of making changes, but this is the maiden mother crone card. This is Hecate. This is like major life transition where you're moving from one stage of life to the next. This isn't just like changing a job. This is moving like a new change of life, a change in your life. You're growing. You're moving from motherhood into this next stage, this next phase of your life. So it is going to be anxiety provoking for sure, and you need to be patient with yourself around this. So whisper, spirit wants you to focus on making money. Focus on your business. Focus on the material things in your life, which sounds, don't take that in the context of being, I'm not talking about it in terms of being superficial, but just focus on bringing your ideas, your business, just let that be your focus for now. Focus on that whilst you're going through this. So it can ground you a bit. It'll give you something to grasp onto, to put your energy into. And yes, this is the promise of windfalls. This is the financial windfall. Go ahead and just get involved in doing the things that you love, that you know that are going to strengthen your connection to you outside of the relationship for now. Because I just think that you are going through such a big change, Maureen, that nothing is going to make sense. He's not going to make sense anyway. It's because you are changing. You are going through this deep transformation. And your wings haven't fully unfurled yet. You're still cooking in the womb of the collective unconscious. You're still floating in this collective womb, in the womb of the Great Mother, and preparing for your rebirth. Oh, that was intense, wasn't it? That was intense. I was feeling that for Maureen, that's for sure. Yes, just focus on your work. Absolutely. That's where the focus needs to be. March is your free masterclass this March. No, it should be. No. Oh, is that what it says? March. Oh, my VA did it today. I'll go. No, it's September. It's September. Let me have a look. Let me quickly open it up. View booking page. Let me have a look. No, it says Tuesday, 13th of September. No, it's there. September, Tuesday, 13th of September. Let me see if I book in. I'll book into it and see what happens. There we go. 4 p.m. Confirm. Oh, Christ, I've got to put in my details. Hold on. And then I'll put my details in, schedule event. No, it says September, Tuesday, September 13. I don't know why that's happened for you. Why it says masterclass is March 2022. That could be an old, I don't know. Is that an old email? I may have ran a masterclass back then. This is, yeah, no, it's definitely working. Christ, you scared me, Anita. I was thinking, oh no, not again. Not again. Hi, Antonella. Nice to see you. Thank you. Yes, it's definitely right. It's definitely correct. I've just booked into my own masterclass. So yeah, no, it's definitely correct. Oh, does that resonate for you as well, Kerry? Yes. Oh, I would really encourage you, Kerry, to watch the beginning of this reading when I close this live. Go and watch the live energy report. It's a big one. It's a big one for us, for sure. No, it's not. I don't know why it said that, Anita, because it hasn't said that on mine. It's weird, hey? Yeah, I don't know why that's happened, Anita. It's weird. Does everybody else have September? It's definitely September. Let me see if it's gone into my calendar now, because it should have gone into my calendar. Let me just double check in my calendar as well. Has it booked into my calendar? Yep. It's even booked into my calendar for September. I don't know why. I have no idea why that's happened for you. That's really weird. Yeah, weird, hey? Strange. Okay. Yes, because I usually do it on my website landing page, but I've had problems with my website. It's been really upsetting. Wix isn't working properly. I've got this glitch in there, and all my forms, my automations in the background aren't working. So, thank God for Calendly. Thank God I've got that. You booked in for September 13th. Yeah, it's September 13th. That's the date. I'm sure it works. Yeah, I don't know why it's come up as that, Anita, but you know it's September the 13th, okay? 4 o'clock, September the 13th. Yes, please join us. You'll love it. You will love it. Yeah, my website isn't working properly. It's really annoying. I'm thinking, because Wix still hasn't got back to me, I keep thinking maybe this is a sign it's time for me to change over. It's just such a big fucking hurdle. Like, so much content on there. I'm like, oh my God. Like, moving all that content over, Christ, it's just a massive, massive job to do that. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I have to pay for somebody to do it, but the whole process of that. Thank God for Calendly. Thank God for Calendly. That's just saved my life. It's one great thing. Well, there's many great things, but one of the great things about my VA, she always finds a way. She always finds a way to resolve things. You know, there's never, I can't. It's let's work this out. We'll find a way. And I love that about her. You need someone like that on your team that says, you know, it's not that you can't. It's how can we? How can we manage it? So she always finds a way. She's a blessing like that. Anyway, how am I going for time? Oh, I've gone over time. Guys, I have to go because I've got to put my kid to bed. I'm so sorry. I'd love to hang around, but yes, please go and jump in on the free event. And of course, very quickly, I've got my 9-month tarot training and mentoring. It's such a great course. It's so rich. If you've been wanting to learn tarot with me, I would really encourage you to jump on this. It's not just learning the divinatory meanings of the cards. You're learning tarot therapy. To become a tarot therapist, you'll be able to set up a private practice just like I do. I extended the course to 9 months so that you could actually get the therapeutic practice in. So it's not just you having therapy. You're going to learn how to deliver therapy with your colleagues in that space so that you have the confidence to go out there and do the work. This is an in-depth 9-month journey. It's intense, in-depth, and it's amazing. You'll absolutely love it. I haven't met anybody that's hated the course yet. Touch wood. Anyway, I'd love to be a participant in my own course. Anyway, all the love, everyone. Have an amazing week. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much for showing up. And please jump in on my training. You're going to love it. All the love. Bye, everyone.